So welcome to our poetry evening. We had intended to have Pat Gabriel Okara here to round up this evening, and we extended an invitation as a guest of honor. But unfortunately, we learned that he was abroad and would not be back on time. So we are sorry about that. Away from Turkey, he first approached us maybe 2 years ago that he had heard about the festival and he wanted to attend, but somehow it wasn't possible then. So we are excited that he's here with us today. I'm going to ask you to say a few words, if you wish. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Elias Tong has translated perhaps up to 50 Nigerian poets from English into Turkish. Let's clap for him. I mean, to even read poetry in English is taxing for someone like me. So by the time an individual takes so much interest in a poetry and wants to put it in his mother tongue, I think that speaks volumes about him. So I'm going to ask him to come up and greet us before we go into the evening. Mr. Elias Tong.
Good evening, dear poetry lovers and dear organizations. Thank you very much for this organization. I think it was a very good organization. This is the last slide, and this kind of organization must be supported by the states, governments, institutions, and universities. And I saw it here in Nigeria, and I won't forget your hospitality and your kindness. Thank you very much for it.
Thank you. We're very happy to welcome you. Is this your first time in Nigeria? Very first time. Wow, that's really special. And we're going to be joined later by someone, I don't want to tell you who he is. He's in the plane on his way here. So when he comes, it is a surprise. But we have some names, I have some names here who have, that have been compiled of people who will be reading to us. We have Anna Barry, Donu Barry, who was actually supposed to read at the opening ceremony, but I don't know what happened. He's going to read 2 poems. We have Edwina Aleme. She will read as well. We have our beloved world-class poet and journalist, writer, Mr. Lindsay Barrett, who happened to turn 70 during this festival, so that's very special. He's going to read as well, and he's going to read the poetry of Langston Hughes as well, who was one of the writers during the American Civil Rights struggle. Then we have Professor Karen King Arabisala. She's going to be reading as well. We have our own Obari Gomba. Where is Obari? I'm not seeing him this evening. Okay, and of course Elias Tong will read to us, I believe, and Akim Lasisi. I only knew Akim as a journalist until I went to a program at the University of Lagos where Professor, he turned 80, the king, the writer king, Chukwuemeka Ike, yes. He's the celebration of his 80th birthday, and I saw Akim perform. My goodness, I was so moved. I said to him, I didn't know you had all this in you, so he's going to be performing this evening as well. I'm going to then hand over the microphone to Joel. Joel, you can come and take over from here. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I really must appreciate us all today and equally thank God for a successful festival. We're really very glad because we're running off in a very grand style. It's a tranquil evening. It's going to be poetry all the way, performances, oral poetry, oral literature. So do me a slight favor. Just welcome somebody very closely. Maybe good evening, you're welcome, something of that nature. Welcome. So just say hi to somebody. Hi, 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 hi. We've had a very long week of poetry and literature, and tonight promises to be very, very interesting. All protocols duly observed. I want to thank a couple of us who are here, all our dignitaries, our guest authors and writers. I want to say a big thank you for honoring our invitation. We have our pianist on the keyboard. He's going to be doing so many renditions tonight. He's no other person than Nandy, Mandy. Please, let's appreciate him. All right, I think a whole lot of introduction has been taken already, so without wasting much of our time, I will call on our first performance poet for tonight. He's an enterprising young man, quite intelligent, and I'm so happy that this is a scholarly gathering. So even as we listen with a keen sense of observation, let's be very critical in our approach to every rendition that will take place here this evening. I once came across Anna a couple of months back, and when I went through his works, I really was impressed because this is a young upcoming poet, and what we're really into in Rainbow Book Club and Garden City Literary Festival is to encourage reading, writing, and young guys from everywhere around the world. And Anna happens to be one of the persons that have actually done marvelously well with his new book. So he will do more even as he comes up to perform this evening. He's actually known by the name Choice Poet. So let's see how very chosen he will be tonight on the platform. So without much ado, I want us to put our hands together as I make welcome Anna Barry Donobari, Choice Poet, for his performance. Please put your hands together.
I am Anna Donobari, not Anna Barry Donobari. And I go by the name Choice Poet when I do my poetry on Silverbirds Rhythm 93.7 every Tuesday morning with LD. I also do my poetry on lots of other stations in Port Harcourt. I am the producer of Break Time Show, Children Entertainment Serial, where we are first of all at STV and then we move to RSTV. I'll be reading from my book, Tears for Ogoni. It was launched just last Saturday, so it's 1 week old in the market. The first poem is titled My Black Brother, and it's dedicated to blacks around the world who have spent their energy in making the blacks recognized as human beings all around the world, from South Africa's courageous Nelson Mandela to the United States of America's immortal Michael Jackson. You're in Europe, toiling in sun and rain, the brain drain, the pain to light up that lamp for another kind. Do I spill the burden on your mind? Sweet harvest of bitter slavery. Sweet song after a sad, sad story. My black brother, you are in America with luggage strapped around your arm. Sorry thoughts of your cassava farm gives you a desperate mindset. So you're set to hustle from New York to Chicago. Off you go. Though prospects sometimes grow dim, sometimes cracking palm nuts, and the world feels you've gone nuts, but you're not. Just made to believe you're alone. In this place nature calls your home. Struggling and hoping, suffering and smiling. My black brother, you are in my heart. Loving you like a couple on honeymoon, locking out the memory of yesterday's doom. Trust in this piece of poetry, or let's wait for eternity to prove I always stood by your side. Then you'll know my love for you never died. My black brother. I love you because you're black. And the second one is titled Let Me Cry Some More. It's a Niger Delta poem on all the cruel injustices and everything that has been meted to the people in this area. It's titled Let Me Cry Some More. Let me cry some more as I sit by this riverside, making my net to catch dead fish, whistling my plight away. Let me ponder on this beach for a while. Can I sail through this river to that Europe the white men brag about, that's so full of light? Can I get the light? I'll cry some more, I'll cry some more. Let me cry some more for pregnant women in need of Medicare but can't afford the fare. In old health centers where roofs drip in the rain and windows fly high in the wind, where termites never say they might, they sure bite at night. There the wild party goes for mosquitoes, slicing flesh, sucking blood from head to toes. I'll cry some more, I'll cry some more. Let me cry some more for children playing bang-bangolo in their ignorance. Sucking ngolo, for instance, where pants and khaki shorts are distant dreams we joke about. I'll cry some more, I'll cry some more. Let me cry some more for that creative genius in our children. That Hilda Dokubo, that Ken Saro-Wiwa, that Onyeka Owenu, deep within them that may never be helped to grow. Let me cry some more for promises of this lifetime and that's to come, ignored as just a point in the agenda. I'll cry some more, I'll cry some more. Let me cry for the air we inhale. Let me cry for our children growing pale. Let me cry, please, for our trees. Let me cry for my sister's fees. Let me cry for our soil. Let me cry for grandma's toil. Let me cry for Loiberi. Let me cry for Uzi. Let me cry for Ogoni, hoping someone will hear me. I've cried some more. I feel relieved. Thank you very much.
That was really very, it was awesome, it was good, but you see, it was tear-evoking anyway, because there's a whole lot to cry about, there's a whole lot to talk about. When you cast your mind back at what's happening, or rather what has happened in our historical records and what has happened within the Nigerian context, there's so much to talk about within the Niger Delta. So the writers have a lot of work to do, and I'm really, really excited because this is one gathering where people will get inspired, and you live here, going home to do stuff about Nigeria, and so many things that ought to be said that have not been, said. So please, I appreciate, and I want to once again request forward. And I thank you very much. I'm hoping that tonight something very dramatic will happen within this. Someone said something very spectacular. He said, "Give me an empty space." And now we have an empty space there. And so I want this performance poetry. It's oral performance, and we're anticipating that before we leave here tonight, something very interesting will occur here. So the person we have here, she's a student of ours, and she's very awesome. I think she goes by the name Times. So please, let's get for Edwina Allen for her performance poetry. Two nice ladies.
Everybody, I'm very privileged to be here this night. I wasn't kind of prepared, but I'm very happy standing here before
dignitaries. Everyone is a dignitary here. Actually, I shared in my brother Anna's poem, the cries and all that, and I have the same in my heart, which is what I'm going to be talking about and performing this night. And I titled this poem, Just Let Me Be. Listen. I seek to trust your every word. Words said, sounding like clashing cymbals to my ears. When will I wake up from this trance called sleep without seeing your shadow lurking behind me? You will not let me be in peace when I sought to be in peace. Your messages make me stay in pieces, I hoping to gather my path someday. You install camera-like eyes watching my every move. When I eat, sleep, drink, or even doing the hump. Yeah, you promised me freedom. But it all seems so dumb when you just can't let me be. Complete nonsense. Don't expect to wait to dwell in the very center of your being. Just let me be. Let me be. Your magnanimous governmental abuse of power keeps raging in my mind and makes me want to drive my fist into your empty words. May I beg to be free? Of which I know your permission is really not needed. You fill my head with the devil's music, playing the weirdest melodic hardcore from the deep embers of madness. Sadness, the theme of every hidden agenda. This makes me want to ponder. You scream justice. We shout justice. Tell me, who is the next to destroy us? Your criminal mind is all hazy. Tell me, just let me be. Your madness tells me so many stories that I can't listen to. How can I move on? How can I sing this song? Tell me. Somebody please tell me. Oh, my head, I speak, I hear, I cry, I mourn for the cry of Africa. Tell me. Your blackness, my blackness, rests in our hearts. You have a soul. You have a mind. Listen to it. Everybody, somebody, help me. Not me, but your hearts. I stand to cry and I sing the song from my heart because I know that I'm black. Black from within, black from without. My skin is black. I exude greatness. I am African. I stand strong because I know that I'm great. You tell us your vision is 2020. How clear is this pathway that you created for these eagles preparing to fly? Just let me be. Let me breathe. Thank you.
That was a powerful one from Edwina. Thank you very much. That was powerful. Please can we have you know, a famous Black American poet, although a lady now in her 80s or still, she should be a septuagenarian. She made a very profound statement. She said, talent is like electricity. We do not know how it works, but we use it. You know, that was what Maya Angelou said. And Angelou is one of America's, respected poetess. And I know there are a lot of talents here this evening, and we're going to be seeing more of that. It reminds me of a very famous poem we did back in school. Africa, my Africa. How many of us know that? I mean, very powerful. This is one moment where ideas just flow. Ideas just flow. Ideas are fermented, and people begin to think. And I don't know if somebody by your side doesn't have a pen or paper. I think it's necessary for an evening like this because you may just be inspired to do an award-winning book from this evening's gathering. Please, let's appreciate her once more. That was powerful. Have someone who will do justice to all of that poetry. So maybe we'll have to travel. You see, struggles, the Martin Luther Kings and all of that. So I want us to jam our hands together as I make welcome to the platform or to this space. One of our big masquerades, an author, a journalist, our facilitator for GCLF 2011 is no other person than Mr. Lee Father Senior. Please jam your hands together.
Actually, you is not me. It's Langston who deserves the praise because he made so many of us. Anyhow, what I want to do this evening is cast our minds back. I'm going to ask them to play Langston.